Welcome back. You're still with us on Startup Street. Alive, a Bengaluru startup, wants to power India's fast-growing experience economy. It has clocked a massive 90 times growth in under a year. The platform, which creates and curates over 125 immersive experiences across food, art, wellness and adventure, is betting big on a new India that wants to live more, not just spend more. Backed by Powerhouse Ventures, Alive is now expanding beyond Bengaluru and Hyderabad, with Goa next in line, and a target of hitting 100 crore rupees in ARR by 2027 as demand for unique, meaningful experiences surges across urban India. Alive says it's building a new lifestyle category for a generation seeking connection, curiosity and joy. Joining me now to discuss this further is Vivek Kumar, the founder of Alive. Vivek, thank you so much for joining us here on Startup Street. You know, you've built Alive into one of India's fastest growing experience platforms with 90 times growth in under a year, right? So if you could sort of take us back to the beginning, what inspired you to start this and how has that journey shaped the company today?
Yeah, thank you for having me. So I have been associated with startups for a very long time. I have been part of an incubator, an accelerator and a fund. And I have always struggled with, finding an idea on which, I can literally spend decades building. And this was 2023 January. That was the time when, I had just left the fund and I was thinking of doing something in consumer space. And the trend that I saw among, people who were around me was that, there are two kind of people, one kind of people in India who are always looking to, looking for better options. They would like to move out. Many of friends around me moved to US, Europe, other parts of the world. And then there was the second kind of people who knew that they're going to spend, a better part of their life in India. And for those people who are living in India, and there are, millions of people like them, the constant question was like, the quality of life in Indian cities is not that good. While we have, really nice, delivery services, all kind of digital services that you need. We are probably best in the world. But when it comes to quality of life in Indian cities, we struggle. And that was the problem statement that I, set out to solve. And the idea was like, hey, what can we do as, entrepreneurs to improve quality of life in Indian cities in a, very drastically way. And that's where, Alive born.
Sure.
And that's how the genesis of idea came.
Absolutely. Alive is pioneering India's experience economy, right? At a time when young urban consumers are craving more meaning and connection. So what do you think is driving this shift and how is your platform capturing this moment for everyone?
Yeah, I think, if you look at most of our lifestyle in Indian cities, what you'll find that, we all have been, multiple cafes, pubs, etc. But beyond that, all of us are now looking for something more, and this is also probably the first generation in India which is thinking like that. Our parents, they had a very different kind of lifestyle. They had very different aspirations. But now if you look at, our generation, we are not just looking at, eat, work, and then probably die one day. The question is literally about, hey, if I'm alive, if I'm doing things, if I'm living my life in an Indian city, what else can I do beyond, the usual cafe, pubs and work that I do? And this India, if you really talk to people who have been in these Indian cities, who are within the age group of, let's say, 21 to 38, 39, which is where most of our customers are, these are the people who are not at all happy with the quality of life that they have. And if you talk to them about, what exactly they would want to see in Indian city, the answers are always like, hey, there should be something more to do. There should be something better to do. The consumption in India shouldn't be just about, having an efficient life. It's literally about, is this life worth living? And when we spoke to a lot of the users before starting the company, it became very clear that people are simply looking for new and unique experience that they can get in these Indian cities.
Yeah.
And the whole infrastructure for this does not exist.
Absolutely. And you're currently live in Bengaluru and Hyderabad, right? We're running out of time. So if you could quickly tell us, the kind of traction that you're seeing so far and the cities you're looking to expand into, what are the other cities across India that you're looking to now go into?
Yeah, so the traction, we launched our product in November of 2025 and within 6 hours, we were able to sell all the slots that were available for all of our experiences. So we knew that, hey, this is something that, urban India definitely needs. And that again became the, foundation for us to scale. Right now, we have scaled it to around, we are in Bangalore and Hyderabad, which is where most of our, customers come from. And Goa, we are actually launching this week. Fundamentally, what we are saying is across these cities, the aspirations of people remain same. I mean, fundamentally, we are building in a lifestyle category where the problem statement for all these consumers remains same, and that's exactly we have set out to solve. The idea is to be in top 10 Indian cities by end of 2026, and then be in 10 best touristic cities in India by 2027 December.
All right, so top 10 Indian cities is what you're eyeing. Now, Alive has also seen explosive traction, like you pointed out. If you can sort of walk us through how revenues have grown over the past year and what kind of run rate or revenue milestones you're targeting over the next 12 to 18 months?
Yeah, so we have been less than a year since our launch, and we are already doing a couple of crores in our annualized GMV. I mean, the growth, like you said in the beginning, it's been around 90x since November of 2027. The idea is to literally, I mean, we are literally creating a category in lifestyle segment, and we call it lifestyle experiences. This is literally for 100 million plus urban Indians who are looking for meaningful experiences in the city. So the goal is, I mean, our immediate goal is to reach 100 crore ARR by 2027 December. But the opportunity is much larger than that. I mean, just think about it: 100 million urban Indians going for thousands of experiences every weekend in the city. I mean, the TAM for something like this is definitely in billions of dollars, and that's what we are after.
All right, so you have a 100 crore rupee target over there, in ARR target over there. All right, Vivek, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street.
Thank you for having me.
Well, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Startup Street. Thanks very much for tuning in. More news and updates will continue on the other side of this break.